Hello everyone, welcome back to the Grassroots Football Project. Today I'm joined by someone that I coach, good player. Good to have you on the show, Charlie. How you doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you keeping yourself ticking over during lockdown? You keeping fit?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Doing bits here and there, but not loads.
Yeah.
Be-
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to keep motivated and
Yeah.
keep trying to work. But no, that's good. As long as you're doing something and not nothing, that's good. All right, let's jump straight into it, shall we? So, what is like your earliest memories of football? What's the first thing that grabbed your attention and you thought, oh, I like football, I do?
Probably when I started soccer school at Grassroots Arrows. I
Yeah.
was 3, I think.
Oh wow. Yeah. And what was that like? Can you remember much?
Not really. I was only little.
Yeah.
Oh, I was 4.
You was 4. There you go, little help there. And so you started at soccer school. When did you end up joining a team?
No, the soccer school was just a starter, and then as soon as I was told that, I went straight into a team when Kev took over.
Oh right. And what age was that? How old was you?
6.
6. Nice. Okay, so soccer school for a few years. Do you remember anything they taught you? Was it sort of basic stuff and
Yeah, it was only basics:
yeah,
passing, dribbling, shooting, things like that.
yeah. And then when Kev took over, it was a bit more structured, and you had a team together, and there was a smaller
Yeah.
group of players. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. So how long was you at Crayford for then? So you started at 6. How long was you there for?
Till last year. So that's, I don't know, 7 years.
7 years, yeah. And can you think of some of like the really good times you've had there and good little training sessions? What sort of stories can you think of that you thought that stuck out to you?
It was 2 years in a row. We did a football tournament. Drove a couple of hours to Chelsea,
All
and
right.
we won that 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. What did it feel like that winning moment?
Oh, it was really good.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Good. Um, and in terms of training and stuff like that, what was the training like at Crayford Arrows?
It was good. There was a couple of times we had a couple of people take over. We had a coach from QPR.
All
A
right.
couple of times we had to come
Yeah.
down and do training sessions with us.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Kev, and then we had a manager called Dan who used to
Okay.
train us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who do you sort of look up to the most? Was there any one coach that you thought, he was really good? I learned a lot from him.
I think Kev mainly, because I've been with him for so long.
Yeah,
He's taught me a lot playing. He's given me a lot of help.
yeah. Oh, brilliant. Good stuff. Okay, so we'll move on now. Good years at Crayford, nice memories as you've spoken about. Then pops up an opportunity to go and, is it train or was it trial with Millwall?
Trial.
For a trial. What was the whole process like? How did it come about and what happened?
Pretty much, I was in my primary school, and my football coach at my primary school got an email saying that they wanted to send 4 kids to a trial. So it was me and another kid my age, and then 2 kids a year younger. And then there was 150 kids, I think, and only me and one other boy got through.
Oh
I went
wow.
to a 6-week trial, but they extended it for 2 weeks at the end. Pretty much they said to me that I was good enough technically, even better than some of the kids they had, but my fitness let me down.
Okay.
So they wanted me to come back after the Christmas break with my fitness up. But I was enjoying my football at Crayford, so I didn't bother going back.
Yeah. So you say it's in primary school. What year was you in?
6.
So you would be in under 11s at the time, something like that, yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
And what was that like being 11 years old and they're sort of saying, "Oh, you got to keep your fitness up and you're not quite fit enough."
Yeah, it was. I don't know how to explain it. I was a bit upset at the time,
Yeah.
because they were pretty much telling me that my fitness was too low to play for them. But it was all right because I was still enjoying my football at Crayford, so it's not like I didn't have anywhere else to go.
That's a good mindset to have. And how supportive was Kev and your teammates about you going to Millwall?
Oh, that was all right about it. Kev
Yeah.
was fine with it. He was just, it wasn't affecting any games time or training sessions because I was trained in the week. And I only played one match in the end anyway, so it didn't make a difference.
And out of the 6 weeks there, do you feel like you learned a lot? Was it mainly just them having a look at you, or was there really real coaching put into you whilst you was there?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of coaching because I was doing all the same as the actual players were doing.
Oh wow.
So when I came back to Crayford, I was getting told off by refs a lot because I was
Yeah.
pushing around a lot, where I got used to how aggressive they had played
Yeah.
because I was there for so long. I got used to that.
Oh right. So do you think they benefited you? Like they helped you out with the new stuff, like you said, a bit more aggressive style. Do you think that helped your game?
Yeah, because it's getting more strength while I'm on the ball
Yeah.
and things like that.
Nice. So how did that sort of situation finish? Did you come back after Christmas and they sort of thought you weren't still quite fit enough?
Oh no, I didn't go back after Christmas.
Didn't go
It
back.
was after the trial had actually ended. I just said to my mum and dad that I didn't want to go back
Yeah.
because I
Okay.
was enjoying myself. So
Definitely, and that's fair enough. I mean, it sounded like a great opportunity, but the way it made you feel, you must have felt terrible. And like you keep saying, you was enjoying your football at the time, so that's really good news, and that's good to hear. Um, so we'll move on from that now, and we'll talk about something a little bit more serious. You had a bit of a serious injury. Could you just tell everyone at home like what it was and how it come about?
it's called Osgood-Schlatter's disease, and pretty much just started to get lumps on my knees,
Hmm.
and it just like affected how I was playing a lot because it was a lot of pain,
Yeah,
so I couldn't do a lot of exercise.
yeah. And how old was you when this sort of really started affecting you? Oh, hang on, you gone there. I'm just frozen for a second. I'll wait for you to come back and then. Hello, there
Oh,
you
hello.
are. It's probably my internet. I'll ask it again and then we'll just re-go how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Um. So how old was you at the time when it really started affecting you?
Uh, 12,
Okay.
12, I think.
Yeah. Um. And what started happening in terms like when you were playing, were you finding it hard to play? Was it affecting the amount of time you was playing?
It was more after games because during the games it's fine. Like during exercise, it was fine,
Yeah,
and it was after the games it affected me a lot. So it was really hurting.
yeah.
So I was struggling to walk and things like that. Oh,
And
sorry.
so, how did it pan out? Did it get worse as time went on, or did it get a bit easier? What happened?
Yeah, it did get worse. So I had to come out of football for 5 months. I stopped playing for, and then when I came back, it was still not amazing, but I could manage.
Yeah. And in them 5 months, did you have surgery? Was you treated?
Oh no, it was more just staying at home, like not doing any exercise because I went to a physio and she
Right.
told me the
Yeah.
best thing to do was to stop exercise completely. So I
Yeah.
wasn't doing school football, I wasn't doing PE properly, anything like that at school. I wasn't doing anything really. It was
Yeah.
more just sit at home and rest.
And so how did that affect you mentally? Was you quite upset and anxious that you wanted to get back to PE and football? Or did you sort of think, nice, it's good that I'm getting this rest? How was you thinking?
I was more frustrated, I think,
Yeah,
because I wasn't able to do anything. I obviously been playing football since I was 4,
yeah,
and like, not being able to play for 5 months because of an injury is frustrating.
definitely. And again, how was the support from Kev, your manager, and the players whilst you was out?
It was good. There was like checking if I was making sure I was alright and things like that. And I was at as much training sessions and matches as I could be at. So I was always there supporting them. Kev always pulled me around the side with like him
Yeah.
everything like that, and I was helping him on the sideline.
Amazing. Absolutely brilliant. And if you had to sort of look back at it now and sort of describe the whole process, how would you describe it?
Painful.
Painful.
I think it's the
Yeah.
main word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been through that whole 5 months of no football, no sport. What was it like to finally get your first game, get back out on the pitch? What was it like?
It was good. Because I remember when I was walking onto the pitch, I started off sub obviously because I'd just come back. I walked onto the pitch and everyone was clapping me when I was coming on.
Yeah.
And about 5 minutes later, I scored.
Wow. How did that feel?
No, that was good. I
Yeah.
remember just running around the pitch like a madman.
Absolutely brilliant. Okay, we'll move on from that. It's quite inspiring the fact that you've sat there 5 months out and now you're still going and strong after a few years ago now, and battling through it. Must have taken some real mental guts there. So well done, mate. We'll move on to this season. Slight change of scenery. So you moved on from Crayford and Kev took you to Danson. What's it been like at Danson this season?
I've enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I just think it's good to have a change of scenery because
Yeah.
I've been at Crayford for so long. It's nice to be somewhere else.
Yeah. And if you could sort of, looking back on the season, how well do you think you played individually and how well do you think the team played?
I don't think I've played too bad. I
Yeah.
think I've been all right.
Yeah.
I think the team as a whole, I think we've been good. I mean, there's a couple of games where we've been a little bit off, obviously, but where we've lost. But apart from that, I think we've played well this season.
And do you think that you've developed as a player and improved this season?
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think that would be down to? Would it be a change of scenery, the coaching, new facilities, or a new team? Because I know obviously some people left, some people come in.
Yeah.
What do you think helped your improvement the most?
To be honest, I think it was a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Because where I was at Crayford for so long, it was like I was just used to it and things like that. And when I came to Danson, I felt like we had to prove ourselves as a team.
Yeah.
Because we had a rivalry with the club, and then we came and joined the club.
Yeah.
So I think we had to prove ourselves as a team quite a lot. So we was playing really well.
And you think that motivated you, the fact that you was the rivals, and then you come over and you wanted to prove yourselves?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So coming near the end now, but there's one question I sort of wanted to be asking you, and that is like, it seems simple, but I'm sure you'll have a think about it. Why do you play football? It's like that simple. Why do you think you play football? What for?
I think it's just I enjoy it. I love football.
Yeah.
I've played it my whole life. I've watched it my whole life with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the main thing in my life, I think.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. We're going to round it up here. Last sort of bit. You're under 14s going into under 15s. So you're coming near that stage where, unfortunately, most kids your age, well, not a bit older, maybe 15, 16, will start dropping out of the sport and find other interests. Do you see yourself staying in football and playing through to your late teens and early 20s, or do you have other aspirations, other things you want to accomplish? How do you see yourself going?
I think I'll stay on. I think I'll carry on playing until I'm older.
Yeah.
So I'll have nothing else to do. And I love it a lot, so.
Yeah. And do you think you can make a career out of sport? Do you want to make a career, whether that be in playing or maybe something else like refereeing or coaching or something like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, every boy wants to play football, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But if I don't get the opportunity, obviously, I think I might go into coaching at some point. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Charlie, thank you so much for coming on and talking to me today. It's been a real pleasure listening and learning your story. And if you had sort of, just to round it off, any advice to players that might be, struggling with injury, or players that are at trials with pro clubs like yourself and maybe aren't quite cutting it, what advice would you give them players?
With injuries, just rest. Just try and keep yourself as relaxed as possible,
Yeah.
and just try and make sure your injuries are good when you come back. And with trials, just make the most of it. Make sure you're at the top of your game, and try and get there.
Excellent, mate. Thank you for coming on, Charlie. It's been a pleasure. Guys, thank you for watching. If you've got any questions for me or Charlie, put them in the comments. We'll be happy to answer. Please like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And stay safe, everyone. We'll see you later.